users, TvR46-2 here bringing you a video on scouting. In my party is Big Eric Baby, and this is one of many videos that we will be producing for our ESO clan, Hostile Takeover. This video originally started out as keep defense, but as with all great PvP situations, it can change momentarily. It was at this point that we realized the castle that we were originally defending has fallen, and we are quickly outnumbered. A good tip always when you're outnumbered and in a small party, trading distance is always good. During that initial escape, Big Eric Baby was killed, which left me in a castle full of enemies, but this is where the scouting video begins. The first step is to ditch your pursuit. In order to go into a crouched hidden mode, you have to be away from other players. If you're not being pursued, then you can move on to step 2, which is find a location to hide in. In this case, in the keep, I've chosen the 3rd floor of a tower. Not many people come up here. Once you found a suitable location, what you need to do is get the crouching to say hidden. As demonstrated on the screen, the eye went from open to closed, and it now says hidden. For everybody looking towards you, you now do not exist. There's nothing. It's blank, just like in other MMOs with the stealth ability. You cannot be seen. The first thing to know about being crouched is that while you are moving around, you will be losing stamina. However, the stamina stops whenever you stand still, so this is also a good way to recharge it. Don't run out of stamina, because when you do, you're no longer hidden. So now that we've achieved the hidden state, we can move into scouting. Scouting is the act of reconnaissance. It's relaying information from what you can see, what your observations are, to other people so that they can know what is going on at any given location. But from here, I can't actually quite see what is going on, so we need to move a little bit closer. If you need to move positions as a scout, you want to make sure that you do short distances and careful movements. There are a lot of people running around. You want to make sure you know where everybody is so that you don't accidentally bump into somebody. Now that I've moved closer, I can see more of what is going on, and at this point I'm in constant communication with Eric, who in turn is letting Zone Chat know exactly what I am relaying. But what are some of the things we are looking for? Well, key features are numbers and positions. We want to try and know how many people and where they are. At this point we can see that they are all along the east wall. They have siege weapons set up, and I can see a few players scattered here and there running around. There's still some skirmishing going on, and I can also see that there is defense at the castle. The siege weapons are busy trading shots back and forth. This is the kind of information I've been telling Eric, who in turn is relaying that to the zone chat. Now, you don't have to be accurate in your numbers, but if you can get a sort of good estimate. Some important tips to remember when you are playing the scout: no matter how tempting it is, you should not break cover. It may seem a little daunting, especially if you see people dying all over the place, you want to join in and help out, but in such large skirmishes as these, this kind of information is vital to the successful attacking or defense of a keep. In this case, there are people currently fighting under me. I can hear them, but I'm sticking right here. Well, the information I am giving is what is going to help us take this castle back. At this point, we've fallen into the scout role. We're hidden, we're reporting numbers and locations that is being received and relayed onwards, but how long should we keep doing this for? Well, in this situation, I know that Eric is coming back to the keep, and I also know that he is relaying this information in his own chat, who is forming a rather large army to come defend the keep. So in this situation, I will keep doing this role until that army arrives, in which case I will break the role and join the assault. A good thing to keep in mind when you are doing this is to always keep an eye on your surroundings. It can get a little distracting when you're just relaying the information, but you want to make sure that you know where everybody is so that nobody accidentally sneaks up behind you, thus breaking your cover and killing our only scout. With that said, if you do happen to start seeing people making their way towards you, don't panic. Do remember that you are hidden from their screens, and while you can see yourself, they can't see you. But when assessing whether or not you might be compromised, you want to ask yourself a couple of questions. Are they coming directly for you or towards your position? In this video, the people we can see are coming towards my position, but not towards me. As long as I stay still up here and move back from the edge, there's no chance that they will discover me. Thus, I can continue scouting. And as tempting as it still might be to attack them, I really need to back up and just keep reporting. That information is vital. At this point, Eric lets me know that the army is close, so I'm moving positions to let them know which gate they should come through. We still own the keep at this point, so we don't actually have to break down any doors. We can just run up to them and press E to get through. Now this is where the scouting role pays off. By telling them to come through this gate, I'm letting them know that this is a safe area, which it is. There's nobody here. All the fighting is taking place a little further up, so our entire army can come through this one door without being harassed by the enemy. And this also marks the end of the video, because at this point we're about to move on to assaulting the keep. This has been TvR46-2, and I hope you find this information useful. Keep an eye out for more videos that we will be making on small tactics and big tactics.